interesting. Ba-doop-a-doop, 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 ba-doop-a-doop. Go for it, girl. Ba-doop-a-doop, ba-doop-a-doop. Here we go. Let's try this again. This one's fun. I need to bring this back. Hey Gabby. Hey Majoba. Hello, Chow Poot. Hi, can you do Rushy? Diego? Sure, we can do Rushy. You want to do Rushy? Yes, you can order a song. Something like that. Sonata Alar Tamo de Leco. We'll Google. Tamo de Leco. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, that came up no problem. Thank you. Thank you, Put. Sonata Alar. Sure. We are just sort of. Oh, Moonlight Sonata, sure. Sometimes the different languages catch me off guard. If you feel inclined, we do have super chats and emojis and all that. It's greatly appreciated. We're going to cruise through this. Let's play some music. Do I play professionally or just for yourself? I play professionally. That's what I do. Sure. For Elise, sure. Thank you. Everybody liking helps a ton. It'll drive more people. The more you chat to, the more people will come in. So if you wanted to talk more, it helps. Fun song. All right, you want Titanic? Do 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 do. We'll get that. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good Saturday? It's kind of a bonus having time for this. I thought it was pretty much done. Here's the Rose theme. Everybody having a good Saturday, hanging out, chilling out? Multi-stream? At some point, I'm keeping it simple because I've tried doing all the max stuff, but when you're just starting out, you get so overwhelmed by the setup and managing it all. I know at least myself, I would just burn out and I barely get any views. Doing it just on YouTube, focusing just on that, I get higher views on YouTube. I get to build an audience, build some consistency, and then yeah, we're gonna go multi-stream. We'll get more structured. We'll throw on different things, but I mean, I hear where you're coming from. Thank you, Cody. Way it is. that a song? I think it is. Thank you, back to you. Wait, it is. Oh, Bruce Hornsby. Ba-da-da-da-da. Girl from Ipanema, sure. I love all the Brazilian stuff. Brazilian stuff's awesome. Up to 32. Come on in, everybody. We can talk questions. We can talk music. We can talk life. We can play some music. Have a good old time. That's a good question. So, if you look at these keys, first of all, this piano is over 100 years old. Over 100 years old. If you look at these keys, these have actual ivory on them. I've cut myself quite a few times on them because if they get sharp edges at all, it's like literally a knife because it's actual ivory, which they stopped doing a while ago because they made something called Ivorite for pianos that's plastic based that feels a lot like ivory and doesn't have to deal with the inhumane practice of killing elephants for their tusks. So yes, so this is actually ivory on the keys. And so I'm not really inclined to replace them. And they've been breaking off. So that's long story short. Like that's basically what it is. Thank you. Advice for practicing the revolutionary etude. You were asking this the other day. Sorry that I didn't get to it then. Okay, I've actually got quite a bit of advice for the revolutionary etude because that is one that I've worked on before. So the first thing that I would say is build around the accented notes. So you at the beginning, the big passages, those you want to build around the accented notes. What do I mean by that? So if you listen, so it's a tritone, right? So at the beginning, practice it with those little stops in there. So a little bit extra time, right? It's really fascinating how it actually outlines. You've got the tritone, which is like the action notes of that dominant seventh chord. And then when you get down here, it's all the C minor notes. C again, E flat, and then A flat, back to C. Now, as you get that more confident, now you just put those accents on, but then almost take out all the volume out of everything else and get very fingery and light and delicate. That will get you the beginning. That's what you want to do at the beginning. Now, when you get into this part, this is a really crucial one. I used to do this terribly wrong. What you would want to do is resist the urge to physically connect these. Faux fourlets. Let's look at it. Transcendental Etude number 5. All right, we'll take a look at that in a second. That one I haven't personally practiced, so we'll have some fun with that in a second. Okay, so when you get to this part, theory explained. Yeah, it is. When you get to this part, resist the urge to cross over. Instead, do this. Pick up your hand, move to the next spot. Move to the next part. Don't even turn around. Do this. Like that. Imagine that there's a high-speed camera on your hand and that it's always perfect. It never looks awkward. You never want to be stuck in that like Netflix freeze frame, right? Where you go pause to go get something to drink and then the actor's like, you don't ever want that to happen when you're doing this because that means that you're introducing some level of inefficiency and some discomfort with that. So you really actually want to do that and then you speed it up and then you just jump hyper speed. I know it seems crazy, but it actually works. So that's what I would say about the revolutionary etude. That is one that I've practiced a crap ton. Listening and leading with musicality after you get that technical background is going to be huge, 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 huge. I'm trying not to get a lot of requests, Karen. I don't quite know what that means. Are you trying not to ask a lot of requests? Yeah. You can certainly throw stuff out there. We're having a nice little chat right now. Probably going to look at this Transcendental Etude. But if you want something a little less meaty in the middle, I wouldn't mind that. Because I know in general with these streams, we get two separate audiences. We got people who want to hear Megalovania and Rushy, and then go from there. Yeah, and Theory Explained, I don't know if you're on the Discord, but it may be worth going on the Discord so you can ask just random things as we go. Because that's not going to get you all the way there, but it's going to get you out of the woods on a lot of that stuff. Because a lot of that etude is about staying so efficient and close to the keys and big picture instead of every little minute note. That's really the key to that etude. So anyway, let's look at this Transcendental Etude. Faux follet. Anyway, probably horribly doing that. Okay, so we have this little. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And then, okay, we got to get the pattern. That's the important thing first. You want the pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Nope. Okay. Ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, that's the pattern. Ya da 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 da. And then it repeats. Ya da da da. There's like a 4-note tag at the end. Gary. I like how you're just saying Gary and then you're saying Gary. You're currently playing piano too? Awesome. What you working on, VX2? Not too much. We're looking at Transcendental Etude number 5. We're going to kind of mess around and see if we can't figure out some practice tips on this sucker. So, feel free if you're not a super big classical nerd. Don't worry, I won't look down on whatever requests you want to do. So let's talk about how you would practice this. So what you would want to do is you would want to first figure out your fingering, really get that solid. Merry-go-round. Which version? Just the regular version? Maybe we'll go over to that in a second. Okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I like that a little bit. No, 2, 3, because I want to cross over there. Yes. Okay. No. Yes. Nope. Nope. Ah, man. Okay. So it's all about how's Moving Castle? Yeah, we'll go over there if you don't mind, VX2. That's a good one to look at. We're having fun with these different things. Vince. Okay, we'll call you Vince instead of VX2. Sorry. Who was asking about Transcendental Etudes? Oh, Val. Okay. So Val, I'm sure you already know this, but I would break up into the individual parts. I put little tick marks dividing up where the actual phrases happen. And then after I divide up those phrases, make sure those fingerings are super solid. And then after you get those fingerings super solid, thinking about it first metronomically, rhythmically tied together, and then in finger groups, and then musically. After you do that, which may be like literally a week's worth of practice on this first couple patterns, I think you're probably going to crush this. Like, the cool thing about etudes like this is they're not actually as hard as they look. Same with the revolutionary etude. As crazy as that sounds, it's all about putting those patterns. It's pattern recognition. And the hard thing with, I think, specifically Liszt is he's kind of a beast with patterns. Paganini is too. Paganini Fifth Caprice. Is that what you're talking about? I mean, we could do it on piano, even though it's for that. Let's see. Howl's Moving Castle. Boo doo doo doo. So, let's see. So, Vince, what I would say on Howl's Moving Castle, ooh, we could do Carmen. Sure. We can do Carmen. What I would say on Howl's Moving Castle is left hand practice. And take out notes if you want. So you don't have to play every note in the chord. You can just play most of them, right? And you'll get most of that effect, especially when you get down here. And if you can do it without looking. That really helps. And then you add in the melody on top. Hey, Edward. Let's see. Hi, you're new to YouTube? Awesome. Welcome. Trying to learn the Scriabin Sonata 2. Opus 32, Jupiter, the bringer of jollity. We got Jupiter, sure. Sure. For piano. Let's see. That's a long. Let's get just a piano. There we go. And then we got what was it? Scriabin 2. But I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get clean. I do this thing where I learn a piece but never really finish it before moving on. La Campanella, we can take a look at it. Scriabin Sonata 2. Scriabin's great. I love composers that claim their own deity. They tend to be a little spicy. We'll do my own sort of BS version of La Campanella because it's the real thing is kind of annoying to do. Gary, that's a very relatable thing to do. This thing where I learn a piece but never really finish it before moving on. Extremely relatable. That's like everyone does that. I will tell you there's some tips that you can do to avoid being that person. And we can do a little bit of spider dance. Let's see, and Rush E. We already did Rush E. I cannot read Cyrillic script, so sorry, I can't see what you're typing, Yegor. Let's read a little bit of this number 2 Scriabin. So we're in Andante, and we're in B major or G sharp minor. Oh, thank you. All right. It's all good. Hello. Hi, Starseed. Sorry, I thought I had some children asleep. They're totally not asleep, and I don't have any backup here. So I'm going to need to go. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. You guys take it easy for now. Tomorrow will be very dubious if we ever get a live stream, but next week we'll hopefully get a lot done and do a lot of live streaming, grow this channel even more. I greatly appreciate all of you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later. Sorry I got to cut it off, but I do have to cut it off.